YouTube. It's now a week tomorrow since I had my gallbladder removal operation. This was by keyhole surgery, and an update on how I feel, what I expected, what I didn't expect, also any the amount of time I've been off work and when I think I'll be back to work. Now I've took all my bandages off. As you can see, I have some keyhole um, points where it's been in. The stitches are not catching on things, but I'm aware I've got stitches there. The best thing is I'm not on painkillers. That is the best thing because we all know that painkillers can cause constipation, obviously. Is the thing what amazes me is I've had surgery, part of my anatomy has been taken away, um, and how keyhole surgery, lucky enough for me, which I had, is quite a quick healing process. But I am still aware. I can't do any lifting. I did try and drive yesterday, which probably was a bit too soon. Because they said to me I can drive when I can feel that I can do an emergency brake, which I did feel I could do that. So I'd done a short journey, took my wife to work because she started back to work yesterday, and I felt totally ill. It isn't that far, it's probably 5 miles up the road, but I came back, I felt physically sick, I was sweating, did not feel well, to be honest. So I won't be driving now until I'm 100%. And it may have been a bit stupid of me to think naively that I was ready to drive. I think it was because I can walk around. I walked up the shops. I went out yesterday afternoon with some friends who took me out because I'm going to be honest, I'm getting totally bored at home. I'm one of these people who has to be doing something all the time, and it it's really been so boring for me because I can't get out. But so I've had some really good friends who have picked me up, took me out for the day, and I love photography, so I've been out and doing some photos. But today, it's all hit me a bit hard. I literally feel worn out. I feel physically sick. I'm sleeping okay, um, but I just know I'm not 100% feeling right today. So I'll put this down to me just being the hero and trying to do too much too quick, obviously. Now, I should be going back to work in a week's time, but I'm going to be quite honest. I'm very optimistic if I will be going back next week because if I feel like I do now, I don't think I can manage to go to work. But we'll see next, like the end of the week, how I feel. I'm definitely not going to go back to work because my work is quite a strenuous job. Even though they said they'll help me out with light duty, it still is a bit of a toll on the body. So I've got to be very careful there. Eating wise, I don't seem to be worried what I eat, and I don't seem to have any problems with eating, drinking. Um, it just seems normal again to me, not like it did before. I do feel a little bit uncomfortable under my right side of the belly, but I expect that. I've got no bleeding, nothing like that, so I'm not too worried. I just think it's actually internal, like bruising, and where they took the gallbladder out. The hospital did ring me up the day after to give me a follow up. They gave me some leaflets to read when I come home, and to notice if anything is wrong and to be aware of things to put right. Now, as terms of how long it's took me to get feeling half decent, I had the operation Tuesday the 10th of August. The 11th, obviously, I really didn't do a lot. I didn't come out of hospital till gone. I was in hospital at 7 a.m. I came out probably 6 p.m. to be honest when I actually got out of hospital. When I woke up after the operation, I was crawling the wolves. I'm going to be 100% honest. Also, because I've got scoliosis of the spine and a neck problem, I've got two fractures in my neck. Something totally different on this operation to all my other operations was they walked me to theatre, and normally I don't know around the world, but in the UK they will normally put you in a pre-theatre room where the anaesthetist will knock you out and then wheel you in and transfer you to the operating table. But this time, they actually walked me into the operating table, made me get comfortable because I was worried about, apparently when you're under sedation, the whole rib cages and everything else basically don't collapse, but they relax that much, and they're worried about that, and they needed to make sure I was in a comfortable position. So that was different for me this time. I was actually in the operating theatre and see, where and the people around me. But I'm going to be honest, I had this operation in the Peterborough UK hospital, and the team, the anxiety was quite high for me this time. And I don't know if it's because of my spine problems, I don't know, but the anxiety was quite high. And the team at Peterborough Hospital, from booking in to the nurses dealing with me that day, to the operating team, the anaesthetist team, everyone was fantastic. And I can honestly say you would have thought you was in a private hospital. The NHS done themselves proud, and I'm so proud that these people, they go out their way to make you feel so comfortable. I didn't have one problem, and the operating surgeon, she was a female. I'm not going to give her name on here. She was an Asian lady, and she was fantastic. I think probably she was from Korea or that sort, but she was a fantastic surgeon, lovely person to speak to, put me at ease, same as the rest of the team. I came around for the operation, and like I said, you don't know nothing about it, but I came around, and the first thing I remember was severe pain, and it wasn't a pain of a cut or anything like that. I couldn't explain it, but it was actually the gases in my stomach. They give me more morphine because I was literally crawling the walls. The unbearable. The pain was unbearable, and they must have knocked me out for a minute and helped me to get over the initial barrier of this problem I had. After a few hours, that resided. I felt better. I did feel sick, but they did give me anti-sickness medicine because I'm always sick after having anaesthesia. Well, I can never say that. Sorry about that, but always being knocked out. I'm always sick afterwards. So this time, thankfully, I wasn't. Within the day, they gave me some sandwiches. I ate sandwiches. I was eating and drinking fine. When I went to the toilet, it was very slow. Don't know why. The nurses wouldn't let me home until I'd passed a certain amount of urine, and once I'd done that, I went home. I got picked up at the hospital. My wife came and collected me with my sister. Came home, and I went straight to bed. I just lay in bed for the rest of that night and relaxed. Next day, I didn't have a very comfortable night. I'm going to be honest. I was not sleeping very well. The next day, my wife stayed off work for the week and looked after me. Didn't do too much. Just second day, just moseyed around the house, watching Netflix, etc., stuff like you normally do. And that was how the first 2 days was. The third day, decided we'd go for a walk to the local shops, which I did. Made it to the local shops, went to the pet shop, got the dog and cats and bits, and know the pet shop owner in my village really well, lovely bloke, and said I looked very white and I should be going home because he knew I'd had the operation. About 20 minutes after that, I had this really horrible sweat come over me as though I was going to pass out. So again, me being the male ego man, think I could do more than I could. So I'm up the shops, not too far away, and all I wanted to do was get home. I got home, I sat down. I think for some reason my sugar level must have dropped or something. That's how I felt. So I didn't do anything else that day. The next day, a couple of friends of ours, good friends, asked us if we wanted to go out for the day. Her husband does a lot of this wakeboarding, and did we want to watch? And I thought it'd be nice to get out because I don't like being sitting in. So we went, and to be quite honest, the third day was okay. I was walking around, yeah, a bit slower than normal. Didn't walk too far. Then we went to a friend's who was having a little barbecue at a local park for their birthday. So I sat there and we had barbecue. I was fine. Still on painkillers on the third day. Then came home, watched Netflix, had my tea as normal. Everything was fine. Then it came to the fourth. I think it's the fourth day now. Painkillers I'd stopped taking. Fine, didn't need them. Still don't need them now. We also went out again on the fourth day. We went and watched. We went to the local town. We went out for a pizza with some friends. So I have been trying to get back to normal as best I can, but it has been. It's not plain sailing. So don't think it is. But I've been probably pushing myself a bit too much over these few days, thinking, oh, I'll be all right. Because I've also had my appendix out about 3 years ago, and when I had my appendix out, I didn't seem to be so long before I could do stuff. I think the gallbladder is a bit more major. I don't know, I may be wrong, but it's taking its toll out of me a little bit at the moment, to be fair. So today I'm just going to relax. I'm not doing nothing today. I'm just going to sit and watch a bit of Netflix. I do love my photography, so I might try and do a little bit of indoor photography with little studio setup, just to chill out, basically. Um, and take it from there. But as the operation goes, I'm quite happy that it's all gone fine. If you're having this operation, everybody's different. You know, I've watched some YouTube people where they're for a week they still can't hardly walk, etc. So I'm pushing myself, I think, as well, because I think if you don't, you're going to seize up a little bit, and I don't want that. I want to be able to get back to normal as quick as I can because I've got so much to do. I've my garden, my house, everything else. I don't want to be holding myself up again, waiting to feel better. So that's probably why I'm pushing myself. But I've got to realise there's a certain limit I can only do. I don't want to push myself too much, or I'm going to put myself back instead of forward. But I'll say, if you're having this operation, don't be like me, scared of it. I can't say if you have open surgery, but I had keyhole, and I don't really know a lot about it, to be fair. Um, yeah, I'm off painkillers. So, this is nearly a week now, a week tomorrow, and it amazes me within a week that I've had a part of this out, my body taken away, and I'm literally walking around, eating normal, and etc. Now, one little tip I did have because of the gases in your stomach, I got some extra strong mints. They helped to release the gas and some mint tea. So that's one little thing I did do to get rid of the gases. But I think the gas is the main important problem because they blow your stomach up so big to be able to see inside your stomach to take out the gallbladder that it's got to come out, and it's only the way it can come out is naturally, I suppose. But it does hurt while it's going through the process. And like I say, now that's gone. I think that was the main problem. Yeah, me scars, they they're fine. I mean, I don't know if you can see these. To be honest, I'll try and show you. There's that one there. There's that one there, and there's one between my rib cage here. That one is non-existent. This one is irritating me a little. I don't know why. It's not infected or nothing. I think it's just the stitches are proud, and they're dissolvable type, so I've got to wait for them to basically go away. But I hope this helps. I don't know if it will, but it helped me watching other people having feedback after their operation. Also, on the first day, I didn't realise I had not a sore throat, but my voice was crook. You may notice by the other video, but you forget about them putting the pipes down your throat to keep you breathing, basically. So that's what that would have been. But thanks for watching the video. I hope it helps in any way. If not, I've tried. But take care of yourself. If you've got this operation, don't be scared like I was, because I was, like I say, I was 100% scared. Don't be, because there's some fantastic surgeons out there, and if you have keyhole, it's over before you know it. So keep safe, and like I say, hope it all goes well.